Alrighty, guys. Alright, so first off, we want to thank my boy Shades for allowing us to follow you and getting a little more insight into your music, my man.
Word.
We've actually known each other for like 7 years now, which is crazy, and a lot of people may not know this about you, but you're from like Louisiana, like the 9th Ward, right?
Yeah, 9th Ward.
Alright, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, what was it like growing up in Louisiana, my man?
Man, I'll tell you what, it was wild, bruh. Like Channel 9 News was always over there. You know what I'm saying? There was always shootings going on Terra Lane Street, and it was crazy. But I mean, I thank God we made it out of there. You know.
Most definitely.
So.
Most definitely, man. That's wild. Okay, so why did you pick the name Shades? And kind of tell me the meaning behind it and how you came up with it.
Okay. Shades is a very simple name because I honestly, like, how I came up with the name, I was just chilling on my balcony and I was meditating, had some wine, I was high, you know what I mean? And I started thinking about my life and like everything that I came from, you know, everything that I went through. And literally, like, I just heard a voice in my head say, your name gonna be Shades. And I was like, huh? I thought about it, and then, like, automatically, it's like my brain started just going back and just kind of reflecting on everything that I've been through. And Shades sums up the summary of my life, like, different phases of my life. I just went through different shades. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, and that's who I am. You know what I mean? And there's just different shades of my life that I lived and that I experienced and that I want people to know and hear through my music.
Okay,
so that's why I go by Shades.
Shades is kind of based off you growing up and going through what you went through in Louisiana and all that. Yeah. I respect that, man. So, I'm not throwing shade, all pun intended, but what makes you different from every rapper in Oklahoma, and not just every rapper in Oklahoma, but every rapper coming up in the industry?
I would definitely have to say originality, you know? Just because I feel like every artist can't say they walked in another artist's shoes to 100%. And that's what makes me different. Like, the things that I'm talking about lyrically, you know what I'm saying? Like, how my mind works and how I'm spitting, how I'm coming. It's all originality, and it's just based off of my life. So I feel like with that being said, that is being different. You know what I mean? It's originality, being more in tune to who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I should sound different, and I feel like I do. My music sounds different, and so, I mean, just originality. That's what I would say.
Originality, you know? Man. I dig it. You definitely are an original character. You got an original flow and an original. There's some original game, I'll say, to it, and I definitely respect that, man. So you were talking about your lyrics and everything. Would you consider yourself a conscious rapper or a trapper?
I would definitely have to say a conscious rapper.
Yeah.
Right off the top, since I was a kid, I always been a thinker. I always, thought about the deeper meanings in life and try to understand why, you know what I'm saying, the world is shaped the way it is, why we go through what we go through, why we feel what we feel. So I would definitely say I'm more of a conscious rapper, and my lyrics show that, my music shows that. So
most definitely. All right, guys, we back on the rooftop now. So the last question I asked you was if you were a conscious rapper or a trapper, and you definitely said you were a conscious rapper. So who would you say has had the biggest influence on your style and why?
I would definitely have to say NF.
Okay.
Just for the simple reason, like, his flow and his lyrics literally is what I felt like captured me to even go back to music. Inspired me, motivated me to even go back to music. Especially coming out of church and everything, and that's what I felt like I just needed to do. So I would definitely say NF. You know?
Okay, that's what's up. So tell me about your experience with church and organized religion. What happened there, and what made you go from organized religion to your own self-found peace and spirituality? Because we actually met in church, which is the funny thing.
we did. Honestly, I would say it was just the ability to think for myself, like that freedom of speech, that freedom to think for yourself, like, and not be dictated or organized and instructed in a certain way. And I felt like because I was pressured, you know, to kind of think a certain way and to believe a certain way, I wasn't really who I was. Even though I met a lot of people through that.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? And it was enjoyable. Like, I've changed and I learned a lot from it. But at the same time, like, I wasn't really thinking for myself. And when I finally branched off and started thinking for myself, I felt like I started realizing who I am.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Who I am.
So tell me what self-thinking has done for you as a person, like just in your life and in your career and everything, man.
Man, it has opened me up to a lot.
Yeah.
That I was afraid to open myself up to before. In living this life, you gotta be open-minded. You gotta be open to things that you weren't, you know, shown growing up. As scary as that may sound, but you gotta learn how to discern between what's right and wrong for you. You know what I mean? And that's basically what it narrows down to, is me being able to discern what's right and wrong for me and finding my own happiness. But me finding my own happiness is not just me. Like, finding my happiness based off of, or I should say it's based off of me becoming successful, but also helping other people become successful based off of my happiness and reaching my dreams. So that's what I mean by thinking for yourself. And that just, when you open the door to that, that just broadens the whole spectrum.
I got you.
That's what's up. Spectrum.
That's what's up, man. Most definitely. So, I got another question for you, man. Do you write your songs, or off you just off the top when you hit the booth, man? What's that like for you?
It's always right.
Okay.
It's always right. Like, I feel like when I write, it's always coming from the heart. And I'm the type of person that wears my emotions on my sleeve, so I really can't help but write from the heart. You feel me? And that's just who I always been. So I can't stray away from that. Not to say I'm afraid to freestyle, because I can freestyle, you know, a little bit. I ain't the best at it, but at the same time, I'd rather just write from my heart, because that's what I really want to say. You know what I mean? It's not bullshit. When it's coming from the heart, 10 times out of 10, that's what people gonna feel the most.
Okay, so you want to invoke a feeling and let the listener feel what you felt while you was writing the song, pretty much.
Right, most definitely.
Okay. I dig that, man.
Feel the emotions that I felt whenever I was writing that song. You know, I just did a recent one called You Know Me, and that was all about my mom. And so I wanted people to feel how I felt growing up in that situation. And, you know, for them to understand what it was that I went through, how I felt, you know, living in that situation, in that circumstance. And I wanted her to know how I felt, and she got it. You know what I mean? She got it. So
no, definitely.
A lot of people like it.
I was actually, it's funny that you talk about that. I was actually listening to that joint today, man. It's definitely a good song, and it'll give you some things to think about and put some things in perspective for you.
Yeah, I'll make you love your mama.
If you don't, you should already love your mama, man.
Right? Whether
if
she
you
right
don't,
or wrong, you know what I'm saying? She gave birth to you, so that's real.
The most definitely. You said you don't just go off the top of the dome.
No.
So, what is that writing process for you like? What gets you in that mindset to write?
Honestly, like, to keep it a band with you, like, I'm gonna say meditation and a bottle of wine.
Okay, you one of them soft old Drake type dudes, huh?
Yeah,
curl up with a bottle of wine.
They call them winos.
Oh, okay.
My brother always calling me a wino, and you know what I'm talking about. So but I mean, that pretty much that's it, man. Like, I meditate. I think about what I want to say, what emotion I want people to feel, and then it's all wordplay from after that.
Most definitely.
All wordplay.
Most definitely. It's very lyrical. I've heard some of your lyrics and all of that, man. I got one last question for you before we gotta sign out, man. So what is your vision for Shadez as an artist and Shadez as a career?
I would definitely say Shadez as an artist is to be the best rapper alive. Like,
okay.
I feel like, why can't I be that? You know what I'm saying?
You got the Ye complex?
Absolutely. I got the whole 9 yards.
Okay. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with being, you know, cocky in your craft. But at the same time, like, I'm humble. And I just want to be the best. I want to make the best music. I want to succeed. Otherwise, I wouldn't be attempting to do this. You feel me?
Most definitely.
Now, Shadez as a career, I want to take the success of my music and I want to be able to invest that money into different stocks, start a business, and also I want to remodel Tupelo's Kids Mansion. I don't know if y'all are really familiar with that or not, but Tupelo's Kids Mansion is basically a home. It's pretty much like its own community where they take in kids, teenagers, off the streets. You know, parents don't really know what to do with them. They're young or whatever, and they just kind of want to put them in a place where they know that they're safe, you know? And so I kind of want to remodel that, but not base it off of religion. Like, I want to base it off of just freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like, be whoever it is that you want to be, whether it's in sports, whether it's in music, whether it's in debate, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want them to have the ability to think for themselves, and I want to put everything around them, you know? So if you like basketball, boom, we got something for basketball, you know? If you want to play the piano, we got something, you know, for piano, music lessons, whatever it is that your heart desire. I want to make sure that it's all there. So it's a huge dream, you know what I'm saying? But Mama always told me to dream big, so I'm shooting outside of my limits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't got no limits, bro.
Right. Exactly. No, you know what I mean? With God, there are no limits. So that's how I'm going. That's how I'm feeling about it. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man.
That's the future.
Most definitely.
That's the future.
Bro, we got some rights. We got exclusive rights to one of your songs.
Right.
One of the hottest songs dropped by my boy Shadez right here. It's called World Star. You want to give us
World Star?
Yeah, World Star. But you wanna give us the insight and the thought process behind that song before we let him hear it?
I'm gonna say most definitely. You know, World Star, I was honestly inspired mostly just by myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's nobody that can peer pressure you or motivate you no more than yourself. You feel me? And World Star came from, okay, what can I do? What can I deliver? How many bars can I spit? Like, what can I do? Especially, you know, dropping music for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Dropping music for 3 years and then coming back into it. And not to mention, like, I'm not even trying to sound cocky or anything, but when I wrote World Star, it was originally for this online beat competition that I did. And I ended up placing first, and I won $250 for that verse that y'all listening to. So that's hot. You feel me? That's hot. That's that
super
fire. That's that
hot
real
flame.
You know? Right. And it's called World Star. You can check it out on SoundCloud. It's on my Instagram, Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Savage Shades, Darius Lodge. You can look it up on SoundCloud. You heard. But it was all me. It was just to see if I can do it. And when you prove to yourself that you can do something, and then you see the results after it, man.
Most definitely,
go
bro.
after it. Go get it.
That's
go
what
get
I'm
it.
talking about,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Go
That's
get
what
it.
I'm talking about, bro.
That's real.
Most definitely, man.
Real.
Y'all, he's been Shadez. This has been a KC project.
KC.
Another artist spotlight, guys. And we gonna unleash the fire on him real quick, bro. It's all good. We out.
Yeah. Medal of honor for murking these nigga. Suit in the top when I give you the business. Monkey see monkey do, stand to attention. I'm too lit for this, watch me burn up the building. Turn to the ceiling with all of my niggas. My flow is a heist, me y'all niggas beginning. So she on the edge, then I'm spearing that pussy. No time to play hooky, I'm sliding these rookies. Smoking that spice, they like damn what you cooking. Raising the boots so you know how we cook it. Tat on my neck, show my demon be looking. I'm Willie G. Wonka, I'ma go ticket. Walk on them hoe like these bitches a crooked. She horny and thirsty and fiending and itching. What bitch, I'm a monster. sauce and I give me them cookies. Changing the game so you know how we took it. No Mardi Gras, bitch, fuck your mask off. Wax on, wax off, then I pass off. Roll it raw so you know I'm about to gas off. Night walk, you know where else where I help from. These niggas out here, they chipmunks. And they sweat a lot, but them niggas reruns. Swearing that they hard, but them niggas tampons. I'm too nasty, you gon' need a refund. Look, cross me wrong, get nailed like Jesus. Like my heater, scope with beamer. Spirit bomb your life for Vegeta. Throwing shots back up tequila. She can ride her dick so fast, I swear that she's a fucking cheater. Anything your girl do, she could do better. And you best believe it. All my family fucking crazy. LOL, we hyenas. Fuck you mean, what's my demeanor? Can't interpret what I'm seeing. I'm not lost, bitch, I'm not finished. This not the end, but beginning. 2020, see it clearly. Shades of my life that I'm living, bitch.